Well, hello there and welcome to XRaidX first ever vlog, as they are called. The reason behind me doing this is because a lot of people have asked what I've been doing with XRaidX recently, as they basically haven't heard a lot from me since putting up the life story series onto YouTube. And obviously I don't want people to think that I'm doing absolutely nothing, because that's not true, it never is. First of all, what I am currently doing is I'm going through all of the past albums that I've got and I'm remastering them. Now when I say remaster, I don't just mean that I'm going to be, changing the EQ levels at all. What I mean I've been doing is I've been re-recording some of the instruments, I've been changing some of the vocals to things. They're still the same songs, they still sound like them, but I guess I just know what I'm doing better now than I did when I first released them. Even if it was only a year ago, the amount that you can learn in 1 year of in a sort of recording studio, if you like, is unreal. And I needed to go back to them because, in my head anyway, I listened back through them and you just think, no. So I basically had to redo it, because the plan is to actually sell these CDs basically, and if it's not up to the top notch that I feel that I should release them, then I can't release them. It just makes me feel ugh. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. Now, basically the album start, we've got Nuke the Past in 2008. That will be remastered to a very small level because, okay, it sounds a little bit archaic the way that it is, but it needs to. It was made in 2008 and I want it to feel like it is 2008, and I think redoing the whole thing would just wouldn't be the same album, wouldn't be the same thing. Misc, which was done in 2015, was great, but it was very, very raw. So what I've sort of done is I've gone back to it and I've sort of made it warmer, as much as you can say. It was very much cobbled together, that's why it was called Misc for Miscellaneous, but now it's its own thing. In 2016, so this is just last year, was Expectations and Anxiety. Now this album really was decent enough on its own, didn't need much tweaking to it until I got started and suddenly realised that the amount that I have actually worked on for the new album, which you know nothing about whatsoever, which I was going to, if you like, I've got an untitled album, if you like, which I was going to release this year, but because of all this stuff that I'm doing now, it will be next year, I would guess. There's no point rushing something. But basically, yeah, with Expectations and Anxiety, revamping, I suppose you could say. I've learnt a lot from doing this latest album, and so therefore with Expectations and Anxiety I wanted to go back to it to just redo the levels of everything, so it just hammers. It sounds really good now. The last album that I'm working on is the Life Story series soundtrack. Now currently on YouTube there is all 5 tracks put together as was over the last whatever years it's been, and that was the video that I put together. Now something very special is happening with this. We have now the Life Story series DVD and Blu-ray. It's not just a repeat of what's on YouTube at the moment. It's a single piece of work now where I've put all of the album together. So when you're watching it, it plays from start to finish, no pausing or anything like that, just straight from word go. I have also altered it. What did I altered? I've applied more effects and things like that over it. If you re-listen to them on YouTube, you will notice that Choice doesn't have any effects over it because it was done way back when, whereas Revenge has just got so many effects and stuff going on, it's unbelievable. You know, it was kind of, that was the last piece of work that I finished on. And so because of that, I needed to go back to Choice and the rest of the tracks and make them so they've all got the sound effects over, and that is exactly what I've done. But it's not just the movie, it's also got behind the scenes footage, it's got outtakes, and it's got the original Betrayal video on there as well. I mentioned a Life Story CD, so is that just the same tracks as it was on the Blu-ray or the DVD that you can buy? No. I've basically gone back and completely remastered those as well, so you get a feel of the tracks as you listen to the movie, but then when you listen to the audio as well on its own as a standalone CD, it sounds like you've bought a beefed up album. It's completely remixed, and it's completely, not written, but remastered, you see, is a very easy term for me to just say that I've tweaked levels, and that's not what's happened at all. It has been rebuilt. It is designed for CD. When you watch the Life Story film, you will notice that the music, if you like, is almost designed for that feel. But when you listen to it just as a CD, you need something more, and this is exactly what the Life Story soundtrack is about. So, over the coming few weeks and months, I'll be releasing all of these through XRaidX.co.uk. I'll obviously be saying all about it on YouTube and things like my Facebook page as well. All that, basically everywhere, you know, the usual Twitter accounts, all those sort of things and stuff. Just look out for them. If you do want to know any more information anyway, if you click onto subscribe and like, if you like, and just follow me as what's going on in the future. Excellent.